Remember this guy? Yeah, our boxer wearing Pixel Legend is back. In the last video, we made him from scratch, and today, we're taking it further with Inpainting. We'll add clothing, animate these layers without redrawing a single frame. Let's upgrade our character and unlock a whole new level of PixelLab. Alright, so, first thing we're gonna do is make a new layer. As you can see, we have the Inpainting layer, which we didn't use in our prior video. But today, we are definitely going to use this specific layer. How so? So whenever you paint on the PixelLab Inpainting layer, you can see it's kind of transparent, right? This is because you're just painting where you want to change the sprite or add something to a different layer within that area. So I'm just gonna paint this right within my Inpainting layer. I'm gonna clean it up and I'm just gonna fill this in real quick. There we go. So now, as you can see, we inpainted this, and then our new layer, which I'm gonna call it shirt. Now we're gonna go to the Inpaint tool, and we're gonna put something like I don't know, a football jacket. Alright, a red football jacket. We can choose the details. I'm gonna choose single color outline, flat shading, low detail, the guidance weight, how much you want it to listen to the prompt. I'll leave it at default, which is 80. We're not using an initial image or a reference image. The target palette, I'm just gonna say no because, or maybe, yeah, our color palette. You can choose no and it'll just do random colors. This time we're gonna do color palette. And then in the output method, we're gonna do new layer with changes. What does this mean? It means that only the changes made in this area, the Inpainting area, is gonna be added to the new layer. So basically, if we make a shirt, it's just gonna add the shirt. And it's gonna be on this layer. So let's try it out. We're gonna use remove background and click generate. As you can see, it made a new layer like I told it so. So it didn't make it in the shirt layer. But if we go back to the settings and we do modify current layer only changes, that will make it inside the shirt layer. So hopefully that makes sense. And now I'm gonna disable the Inpainting layer just to see what we're getting. And there you go. We got sort of a football jacket. I'm not sure if it's a full jacket, but that's because we didn't inpaint here. But yeah, we got something decent, right? So now that we got this, look, yeah, okay, so I'm gonna call this one shirts. And as you can see, we got this, a whole new layer with only the shirt. We can remove the skin or the artifacts we don't like, right? And there we go. Boom. So how will we rotate this, right? So if we have this, how will we get this same shirt on the rotation? Good question, guys. So what we would do is use the Inpainting layer again, paint all over the place you want it to be generated. Boom, there we go. And then you can get rid of this one. And then we are going to use the rotate tool right here. The rotate tool is gonna be from this image, right? So from our first image that we already have the Inpainting, and then we're gonna go to the other frame and do this. So to view high top down, from direction south, which is this, then to east, which we're doing, looking right, yep. We'll select the shirt layer, and now we use the Inpainting. And there you go. As you can see, we're only dealing with that part of the Inpainting. But if we delete this, you will see how it's not covered anymore. Bring it back. There it is. We're only gonna edit this part. And now we can do modify current layer, only changes. We select the shirt layer and click generate. As you can see, we got something decent, right? We could, of course, retry and see if we get something better. But as you can see, we already rotated the shirt, guys. As easy as clicking generate. Of course, with the Inpainting. But yeah, doesn't get easier than that. There we go. Another generation. You see? And now we'll do the same thing for the up. So from this image, we'll go and inpaint this layer or this frame, right? There we go. There we go. Here. And now we do it for the north direction. And again, we select the shirt layer and we click generate. Again, I'm gonna hide the Inpainting layer just so we can see the generation. And there we go. We got a full rotation, guys. Now we could do the same thing for the left side, or we could just copy this and rotate it. And there we go. We got a full rotated shirt, guys. How about that? All right, so how will we animate this, right? So first things first, if we got a simple animation like this, right, that uses the same frame as the first one, now we could do this and just copy the first frame to the third frame, and that already gives us something. Now for the next step, we're gonna be using not the rotate tool, but the animate with text old tool, right? So we click that, we set the reference image like so, and now we define our character. So bald man wearing a red jacket. We're doing a walking animation. This is our view, high top down. We're going south in this animation. The number of frames is 4. Yep. Guidance weight, I'll just put it to default. We're not using initial images. And now we're going to inpaint. So on this frame, like so, we inpaint whatever we want to edit. Boom. Get the arms, we get the torso. And it doesn't have to be perfect, but it could be. As long as you're happy with the selection. There we have one, and then we did this one. Boom. Clean it up. There we go. And now, as you can see, the inpainted parts are shown here. And if we click modify current layer, no, actually, we're not going to use this. We're going to use new layer with changes. Because if we use modify current layer with only changes, it's going to delete our other frames. And it's just going to give us the changes. And if we use modify current layer, it will also, oh no, we could actually use modify current layer. Let's try it out. We click generate and see what we get. I'm gonna hide the Inpainting layer. Oh, there we go. As you can see, we are getting something. It's generating. We got a full walking down animation with our shirt. Now, I want to test something and check if, as you can see, if we click modify current layer, it will also add the whole sprite of the base. So we don't want that. So I'm gonna go back to Command Z or Control Z, whatever system you're in, right? And now we're gonna do, like I said before, new layer with changes. Boom. And now again, we see we got the animation. It's generating slowly but surely. And there we go. We're getting a full walking down animation with our shirt, guys. How about that? Pretty cool, right? And there we go. As you can see, if we remove the base, we got the full thing. And of course, again, we'll need to clean it up. Boom, like so. And the other one, all right, that's fine. And as you can see, we got it in another layer. So what we'll do is flatten these two. So we select these two layers and flatten them. I'm gonna rename it to shirt again. There we go. We have the walk down animation of her shirt. And then you will repeat the same process with the other directions, right? So just as an example, we go to the Inpainting layer, boom, you paint this. And remember, the Inpainting layer is always gonna be transparent. So if you don't see transparency, you're not in the Inpainting layer. And then we do the next frame, boom, there we go, almost there. Clean it up, maybe add a little bit here. And then we go to the first frame of the animation. I'm sorry if I didn't mention that before, but if you watch our prior video, you already know that. But anyways, we go back here. Now we do the reference image for the other direction, right? Here we put east, same thing, walk, same character description, and new layer with changes. Boom. There we're getting our generation. Let me just hide this. And guys, look at that. How pretty is that? Yep, we got a full animation again. And as you can see, it doesn't have the base. So we got a full new layer. Again, we will select these two layers and flatten them. So it's all in the same layer. And then we have our shirt. Of course, again, we'll need to clean it up. Maybe the palettes don't match. Maybe you gotta do some manual edits, but this makes it so much quicker, guys. Look at this, right? Like here, for example, we'll want that white, right? I don't know. Yeah, it's just a couple of edits like that, but you already have a clothing item. You know what I mean? So then you'll do the same thing for the walk up. So just paint in the Inpainting layer like so, boom, and then here same thing, and you would just click generate, guys. I'm not doing it anymore because I was already showing you 2 times, so you can give it a try. And there you go, guys. That's our video for today. Let me know down in the comments if you liked this video. Let me know what you would like to learn using PixelLab, because as you can see, we have new tools, guys. We gotta create tile set, create texture. We got new Inpaintings. We gotta create map. We got a ton of stuff. Oh, and this guys, create animations with one-shot prompts. That's something for another video. So yeah, let me know down in the comments if you like this video. Please click the like button, hit subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you in the next video, guys. Take care.